This video is made possible by a grant from the Educational Video Fund of Esperanto, USA. For more information, check out the link in the video description below. Today, I want to talk to you about 3 words which in English are often translated into that. Here's a sentence that utilizes all 3 of them. Tiu viro ŝatas ke vi diris tion. That man likes that you said that. So in English we have one word wearing 3 hats, and in Esperanto we have 3 words that do not like sharing hats one bit. I'm going to walk you through each of them so that you understand them enough to not intermix them where you shouldn't. Starting off with ke. If you've heard of K Jewelers, then you know the famous slogan, "Every kiss begins with K." Well, in Esperanto, every clause begins with ke. Every dependent clause usually has a ke, or at least an understood ke at the beginning. Mi scias ke vi estas Esperantisto. I know that you are an Esperantist. Mi amas ke li cantas. I love that he sings, or that he is singing. Okay, makes sense. But the problem is you're often taught that. The dictionary will say ke equals that. Go on your merry way. But that leads to problems, and I'm going to show you why. It's better to say the fact that. Now, there are some situations like pro tio ke, some phrasings and groupings of prepositions where you wouldn't, but 9 out of 10 times, if you say the fact that every time you see ke, you're going to be doing great. Here's why. Mi amas kion li cantas. I like everything that he sings. And that's weird because that is, in this situation, held by kion. Okay, so unless you're from like a Cockney part of London, where they would say, "Oh, I gave him that what he gave me." That what he gave me. For whatever reason, they say it that way there, but in English we don't usually say what he gave me, would we? No, but in Esperanto that's totally fine. In fact, you usually have sort of a mirror thing in effect here. Chion, kion. Chiun, kiun. I like all that he sings. I like each thing which he sings. So if you see a chion, you're going to see a tion or an eon or a kion, usually paired opposite it. Okay, that's just going to be a good thing to remember. Now let's go to the bottom where we can run into trouble if we don't do it the way that I'm recommending. Mi amas chion ke li cantas. I love everything, all that he sings. I can't stand it. It makes me cringe, but I've heard it. I've heard good Esperantists say that kind of a phrase before, using the word ke to mean that or which as a noun instead of just introducing a dependent clause. So that's the reason I'm making this video, is really, if you take one thing away from it, it's this. Don't do this. That's why I put a little asterisk there, because I don't want you to see this and go, "Oh, I've seen it somewhere in print, so it must be right." No, it's wrong to do this. Mi amas kion li cantas. You can say mi amas ke li cantas, because that's saying I love the fact that he sings. I love all the fact that he sings. So if you translate ke and you go the fact that when you see ke, then you won't make this mistake because you'll know that's introducing a fact about him and not saying that in all of its other senses, okay? So ke is for clauses. Next, let's look at tiu. Now I've done a whole video on the correlative table where I go into detail about all of these guys, but let's just really hone in on tiu and tio today so we get them straight, because they're often intermixed and people don't know which one to use because they seem so similar. Tiu means that, or that specific one, that specific person, okay? And if you see tiu, I think it's similarly helpful for you to not just go that, you should go that specific blank, that specific person. That will help you. And I'll show you why. Tiu libro apartenas al mi. That specific book belongs to me. Great. You're describing the book with tiu. It works as an adjective as well as a standalone noun. Kiu, and I'm putting in parentheses here, persono, li estas. Who is he? Which person is he? Tell me. And if you say kiu li estas, you probably want as an answer a name. Tell me who he is. Don't tell me that he's tall. Don't tell me that he's a doctor. I'm not saying Kia, what manner of man is he? I'm not saying Kio, what job does he have? Something like that. I'm saying Kiu, which of the people on the planet is he? Tiu estas Paulo. Okay, so tiu describes a unique thing or a human. If you're a Ferengi, you'd probably pronounce it that way. The human describes a unique person, and it can be paired up with an O word like libro. Tiu libro. You don't say tio libro because you never put 2 O words together like that. So tiu libro, it's describing that specific book. Now let's look at tio. Tio is a word for a general that. And a way to remember that is that O at the end of tio, think of that as a big old circle, a big lasso encompassing a whole general idea of something. And here we have a big idea of what is that? Oh, a party hat, some presents, a cake. Oh, it's a birthday party. Oh, okay, so mi planas ion bonan por vi. Oh, tion mi planas. I'm planning that, that whole birthday party. I'm not listing each particular item of the party. I'm just saying the whole idea of it, that situation. Kio li estas. Well, we asked kiu, and then we were asking for a name, but kio li estas, I want a more general thing. I don't want to know that it's Dr. Esperanto. I just want to know, oh, what does he do for a living? Something like that. Oh, tio estas doktoro. Or you could be asking, oh, that strange figure in the background, in the far distance. What is that? Is it a phantom? Is it a ghost? What could that be? Oh, no, that's my brother. Oh, okay, great. So tio is a more general thing. So kio li estas? Tio estas doktoro. Tio apartenas al mi. Earlier we saw tiu libro, that specific book. Here we're just saying tio apartenas al mi. I'm not going to waste time describing it. Just, well, everything in that box there, that's mine. Tio estas mia. It's my stuff, okay? So you can't mix tio and libro. It just has to be a general vague thing. Now, I will state this, I learned this while prepping this lesson, is adjectives must come after. With the io, kio, tio, chio, nenio words, you can't go bona io, a good something. You have to say io bona. Something tells me I'm into something good. It has to come after. Mi planas ion bonan por vi. Something that's good. You can't say bonan ion. And the only time you're going to see an a word, an adjective, in front of tio is in the following kind of situation, where it's actually not, it just happens to be there, but it's really after this other one. Io speciala tio estas. So it's describing io, not tio. Or kiel longa tiu estas. How long that is. Well, that kiel is the word being affected by longa, not tio. But otherwise, that is the thing to remember there, is that tio is very general, and there's not really another phrasing, so just know that if you can't say the fact that for the word, and if you can't say that specific, then chances are the word you want is tio. Let's go back to that original sentence and see that in effect. Tiu viro ŝatas ke vi diris tion. That specific man likes the fact that you said that. You can't say, you said that specific blank. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that is the way to remember them, okay? So don't be saying ke when you mean tion. Don't say ke when you mean tiun. Just say the right words at the right time, and that is all for now. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.